Hey guys, Wolf of Dimensions coming back at you with a new video. Today I'm talking about the trailer that was released for Godzilla King of the Monsters. This is a bit late, of course, but you know, always busy, always running and doing stuff. So yeah, I'm coming out with it today. You know, most of the time I record or make things and release them the same day I finish them. I never really hold anything off. But I'd done seen the trailer, I just saw it again, just, you know, refresh things. And I have mixed feelings. I love, now how the movie looks, I love it. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. But there's some things about it I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a huge fan of the girl from Stranger Things because I'm not a fan of Stranger Things. And seeing her so prominently, you know, I'm not sure how to feel about it. I'm not saying she's a bad actress or anything. I just, you know, I'm never a big fan of the human plots and stories when it comes to kaiju because I don't care. Most of the time, it's really rare for me to enjoy the human part of a story. But, you know, she's not someone I'm looking forward to. The music reminds me in a way of Jurassic Park, like the astounding, you know, crazy, you know, almost heavenly sense because of how big and massive these monsters are and that they exist. I get why they made the music like that, but it's like coming off from Godzilla, it feels way too lighthearted, and I think my biggest issue with the music is how lighthearted it is, because it doesn't get me in the mood for this monster rumble. It almost makes me feel like watching a indie sci-fi film about creatures that need to escape or are hunted down by humans. And, you know, in a way, I guess that's what part of the plot's gonna be. But the music is kind of offsetting me. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But, I mean, overall, I love the trailer. The designs for the monsters are beautiful, actually. Like, I was worried at the beginning when they announced it. But, you know, I think, honestly, I like the look of it. I mean, Mothra looked amazing. She looks very different. Like, it's what I assumed. The legendary monsters are going to look like their old forms, but at the same time not. Rodan, I think, looks amazing, and the design harkens back to his old design of the original Rodan from his original movie. It really calls back to the original Rodan look, and I really appreciate that because, honestly, Rodan's best look was the first movie. That's my opinion. I don't think any of the other Rodan costumes or anything matched up. And so I'm really glad they took him back to his roots, and the whole volcano. That was amazing to see, because this again to me really feels like this is going to be almost like a remake of Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, and I'm not too upset about that. I think that would be an awesome movie plot to redo, especially if you took out aliens. Now, King Ghidorah's origin, I'm not sure. They haven't fully released it. They said they found it. Now, finding him in ice is a very interesting callback to The Thing by John Carpenter. And I'm hoping that does mean he's from outer space and he just got trapped in ice somewhere along the way. But, King Ghidorah in this movie looks really, really great so far. I mean, they've covered him in ash and dust like they did for Godzilla in the original trailer for the first movie. So that means that the big reveal is going to be huge, I think. Just like how his look was in how Godzilla's look was in the first movie. So I'm not, you know, besides little things that are, you know, just shutting it off for me. Overall, I love this trailer, and I love, you know, the idea of the movie. I just hope that they have a more fitting trailer with better music. I think the music was the biggest issue to me. It's not, and again, as I said at the beginning, it's not that I don't like the music. It's good music. I just don't think it has a suspense and sincerity that I'm looking for in this type of movie. And, you know, again, human plots. Now, I noticed that at the end shot, Godzilla was leading on the military, is what it looked like. And that's interesting because, yet again, as I mentioned in my teaser thoughts, this Godzilla really reminds me of the hero Godzilla. Now people are saying they're testing mind control, but I'm not too sure in that scene, and I hope not. I kind of hope that Godzilla and the military have their own mutual thing. I know Mothra probably will. I really assume that Mothra will be considered the good monster. I for sure know that Rodan probably will need some softening up, but I'm pretty sure Rodan will join their side too, of course. Apparently we're supposed to get other monsters. So, it's funny because they really don't want to let go of adding as many as they can. I hope it's Anguirus is another monster. He was my favorite besides Godzilla as a kid. I loved Anguirus, and the fact that he was Godzilla's original enemy and his greatest ally besides Mothra, I really am excited to see if he makes a return. I think he would work in a lot of the shots. Now what I'm really scared of is I really hope that they don't bring back any of the bug monsters from like they did in 2004, when they brought back all the low-class monsters that no one really remembered. I was glad they brought back King Caesar, but besides that, I really wish they'd have brought back Titanosaurus. Some people have, theorized that it might be Biollante. The only issue I have with that is that, again, Biollante was a one-shot monster, and from what the scientists are apparently doing, they're not messing with the monster's DNA as much as they are trying to control them. So I highly doubt Biollante, unless she was somewhere from like Skull Island, will make a return. So I don't really expect Biollante to be in this movie. Now, other monsters, Baragon I think has a chance. I kind of hope Baragon's in it. Varan has a chance, I think. I think they're going to try to go with monsters that aren't A-list monsters, but at the same time, they're not going to go to anything too low. Like, I don't think they're going to go to Kamacuras. I don't think they're going to go to Kumanga. Nothing like that. I don't think they're going to go to Ebra. I think they're going to stick with higher level monsters. I don't think we'll see Mechagodzilla, of course. Now, if there's a... now, I know that there can't be a teaser for Mechagodzilla unless he is in Godzilla vs. King Kong. So I'm gonna hold my breath on Mechagodzilla until I see an end credit scene for that, for King of the Monsters. Now it'd be interesting if Mechagodzilla was in the universe. I highly doubt he will be because of just the circumstance. But let's see, who else do I think would possibly be in it? I don't think Gigan. I think Gigan's too much of a stretch. He's too much of a cyborg to really fit into the more fluid, natural feel that they got going on. Now you might say, well, Ghidorah's not really natural, that's why I assume he's from space. Because I have this idea that all the monsters except Ghidorah have a living embodiment in history. Rodan, of course, has pterodons and pterodactyls as his ancestors forward, or that's what he's similar to. Mothra has insects like moths and butterflies. And Godzilla, of course, has dinosaurs as his, and crocodiles and other things as his living ancestors, or species. But Ghidorah doesn't. There's nothing on Earth that reminds me of King Ghidorah. Now, you can say bearded dragons or other lizards like Komodo dragons, but nothing has 3 heads and looks like a dragon. So, honestly, I think I'm going to stick with it. Ghidorah is from space. There were a lot of interesting visual art styles that I really noticed. And I'm kind of glad about that. Like, the whole thing, you saw DC with Rodan and this huge just dust firestorm going on at the bottom. This movie's going to be huge. There's going to be monsters everywhere. I can feel it. Like, this is going to be a visually pleasing movie if it does not have a good story. And I'm very excited just to even look at it. It looks like it's going to be spectacular. Just the scenes alone of Rodan flying and the red-orange colors that coat the screen with the dust and the ash. I can't wait to see that. That one scene alone is going to be amazing. Kind of like, it's like Rodan is covered in, orange-red background the whole time. I noticed that King Ghidorah, of course, is held in a very gold-black background most of the time that we've seen him. Godzilla is covered in a light, darkish blue, black background. Blue covers him and Mothra. Mothra didn't really get her own color scheme. I think purple would have been nice. But, or orange, I think that could have worked too. But, those two are shrouded in blue. So I think there is some there was of course some visual foreshadowing and mentioning just in the trailer alone about the monsters, and I think themselves, their personalities and such. And maybe it's just me ranting, I don't know. But yeah, this is a really exciting trailer. Not much put me down about it. I mean, it's rare that I get put down about a movie, especially something I'm interested in. But you know, it's just. Besides that, I'm really excited for it. Human story, in my opinion, so far, the whole idea apparently is that they're going to try to control the monsters. And from what we've learned from the trailer, spoiler, as you know, just in case, you know, if you haven't seen, it's too late for that. I'm sorry. But you know, the whole idea is that these monsters are called Titans to this lady. I'm guessing she's a scientist. I guess she's the one that everyone's been talking about. And that apparently these Titans are key to saving Earth from destruction. Now, my biggest issue with that is that I'm assuming she means Earth in itself instead of humankind. Because these monsters, if allowed to be free and allowed to be found and unearthed, would utterly obliterate humankind. Not even if they didn't want to, even if they didn't try to. The sheer fact of how massive they are would destroy humankind. And I'm not sure if anyone saw the poster recently that was released for Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. That scene. Ghidorah is... Ooh, he's so much bigger than Godzilla, it hurts almost. And you know, it really shows how he will need Rodan and Mothra to even consider beating Ghidorah. I hope Godzilla gets the final blow. I hope it's nothing like the military or something like Destroya, or if it's Rodan or Mothra. I really hope Godzilla gets the final blow, and I hope I hope Ghidorah has his sense of evil back. You know, that sense of he is pure evil, he wants to destroy, and that would complement nicely by Godzilla balancing it out with the other two. Now, you know, I really appreciate this movie so far and the work that they put in, you know, past the whole sloppy teaser with the camera that don't matter. I think that this movie will give us something really impressive. And, you know, I'm really hyping this up for myself because it's not that far away. This movie's right around the corner when you think about it. I mean, I know it's a few months, but soon enough, we will have this movie out, and honestly, I can't wait. So, you know, as a recap, you know, overall, I like the trailer. I'm not a fan of the actress, as I said, but I like the trailer. I think that they've done Godzilla justice in his design. I also noticed one of his spines that's been changed. They changed how a spinal, spines on his back look. I noticed that one of them is eerily similar to the main one that Godzilla 1954 had. Oh, also before I cut this video out, I read somewhere that the original Godzilla theme will be back. Like, look forward for that, guys. I can't wait. If we see this Godzilla rise up out of the water or something with a sting of the original theme, I will lose my mind. It won't even, nothing else will compare. And I've always wanted to see this Godzilla with that theme because I think it will finally cement him as Godzilla. I think you can't have Godzilla without that score. I think that score has cemented itself to Godzilla so much that if you heard that with some other monster, you'd be so confused you wouldn't even want to see it anymore. That theme, you know, works so perfectly for him, and I think, you know, it'll be a show. It'll actually cement what the title says, that he will be king of the monsters. He will take up that title with that song and fighting Ghidorah. So, you know, guys, this is my review for the trailer. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. Wolf of Dimensions signing off. See you guys in the next video. Bye.